Greetings once again, yogis. Welcome back. It's time to unroll the mat, grab some props if you'd like to use them. Let's do some yoga. We have lots of side stretching on board today. We'll begin on hands and knees actually to warm up the spine. So you can tuck or untuck the toes, whatever feels good here. Just a few rounds of cat and cow. You can keep the eyes closed or open when you do your cat-cow. Modify your practice as it makes sense for you today, of course. Inhaling, arching the spine. Exhaling as you round it into your cat pose. Inhaling pulls the heart through, tailbone up. Exhaling, hollow out the belly and press the tops of the feet into the mat. Inhaling, matching the movements to the breath. Exhaling. We'll do a few more rounds. You can continue on your own, matching the movement to the breath, right? Finding your breath and flowing with it. Lengthening the breath. And we'll take one more full breath. Returning to a neutral spine, you can open the eyes if they're not already open, tucking or untucking the toes, and walk your hands back toward your knees. Then roll up to stand on the knees. Let your head come up last. Soften the shoulders back, palms out. Inhale, sweep the arms around. Exhale the palms through the heart center, shift the hips to the heels, reach the arms back, forehead down, modified child's pose. We'll do this a few times. Reach the arms straight forward, come onto hands and knees. Walk your fingertips to the knees, come up, round up, head up, palms out, sweep the arms around. Prayer through the heart, hips back, child's pose, head down. Arms forward, hands and knees. Slide the fingertips to the knees and roll up. Head up, shoulders back, sweep the arms around, looking up if you can. Prayer through the heart, child's pose. Hands and knees. Slide the fingertips in, roll up. Sweep the arms around and child's pose, head down. Come forward. Fingertips slide in, roll up. Sweep the arms around, look up. Prayer through the heart, child's pose. Let's do one or two more. Come up, fingertips slide in, head up, sweep the arms around. Prayer through the heart, child's pose. One more. Arms forward, hands and knees. Stand on the knees, flip the palms out and sweep. Prayer through the heart, hips back, head down. Come onto your hands and knees. Let's take downward facing dog, the hips up and back. Feel free to walk out your feet in the first down dog of the day. Just waking everything up. If that feels good, go for it. If you don't need to do it, that is also a-okay. And with a big inhale, lift the heels up. Big exhale, sink the heels down. Rolling forward to plank, line up the shoulders, and you can chaturanga or even take knees, chest, chin. Pull through either into bhujangasana or up dog. Returning to downward facing dog, press back. Put a little bend in the knees, look forward. Walk or hop your feet to the front. Fold over the legs when you get there. Let your arms dangle toward the mat. Feet slightly separating, head down. Press through the legs, roll up, slow to stand. Maybe firing up your ujjayi breath today in practice. Creating some heat, standing tall. Inhale, sweep the arms around. Hook your thumbs, hips forward, tailbone down, little back bend. Then as you dive over the legs, reach arms back, interlace fingers, stretch the arms overhead, head down. Lower hands and fingertips to the mat, lift the chest. Step your left leg back in low lunge and lower the back knee. Ardha Hanuman, half split. We'll straighten the front leg. We'll give it a full breath. Now take your left hand outside the right leg for a little outer right hip stretch. One breath. We'll take the left hand back in. Take your right hand inside the right foot, coming into gate pose facing the left side. Your right foot pivots flat, your left foot sweeps behind you, and the right leg reaches out. Sweep the fingertips in toward the left leg, come up. Sweep the right arm out, palm out, left arm reach it over. Lengthen the tailbone down, and almost like you're holding a giant beach ball in between the hands. Maybe take a peek toward the left, one breath. Return both hands to the mat. Ardha Hanuman, face the front of the mat. Pivot to face forward, straightening the right leg. Low lunge, bend up at the right knee, down dog, step back. Big inhale, roll it forward to plank. Chaturanga or drop the knees. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Let's hold for a full breath. And with your next inhale, look forward. Exhaling, step or hop your feet to the front of the mat. Lift your chest on the inhale, and exhale, round it down. Inhale, sweep the arms around, rise up. Hook the thumbs, hips slightly forward, eyes up. Exhale as you dive, arms back, change the grip, interlace fingers, and stretch the arms overhead again. Lower hands and fingertips to the mat, lift the chest, send the right leg back in low lunge and lower the right knee. Ardha Hanuman, half split, just switching the sides, straightening the left leg for a breath. Take your right hand outside the left leg for outer left hip stretching, one breath. Take your right hand back in, and now take your left hand in. Gate pose, go to the right. So the left foot flattens, the right foot slides behind the right knee. Come up to stand on the knee, left arm out, palm out, and your right arm sweeps over as you stretch to the left. Maybe now look toward the right side. Lower both hands toward the mat. Ardha Hanuman, face the front, hands to opposite sides of the left leg. Bend up at the left knee, downward facing dog. Inhaling, take it forward to plank. Chaturanga or drop the knees. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhaling back into your downward Facing dog, and let's give it another deep breath or two. Soft knees look forward, step or hop the feet. Lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, round it down. Bringing both feet together, toes, heels touch, Utkatasana chair. Bring the prayer to the heart, gaze past the nose, standing figure 4. Shift your weight to the right leg, take your left ankle above the right knee. Feel free to sit a little deeper if there's room to do so, resting your forearms lightly on the top shin for a breath. Lift the chest a little, high lunge, sweep the left leg back, and lift the arms overhead, separate the hands. Take your right arm, sweep it behind you. Take your right hand to the left leg. Lift the left arm over, reaching for the right. One more breath. Return the right arm overhead. Let's take warrior 2, reach out. One breath. Reverse warrior, sweep the right arm over. Exhale, hands to the inside of the right foot. Skandasana to the left, side lunge. Stretch the right leg for a breath. Let's go to the right side, side lunge. Come up, bend the right knee, Skandasana. Stretch the left leg for a breath. Prasarita Padottanasana, lower the hands down and lift the sit bones up. Fold over the legs. You can keep it nice and easy as we begin. If you like, hands down, sit bones up, head down. Feel free to hold on to the lower legs or grab toes if you like. One more breath. And we'll meet somewhere in the middle with hands on the mat, chest up, low lunge to the front. Pivot the toes and walk your hands around. Lower the left knee, Ardha Hanuman, straighten the front leg for a breath. Take the left hand outside the right leg for a breath. Return both hands to the inside of the right foot. Gate pose, go to your left. Straight right leg, foot flat. Roll up, right arm out. Sweep the left arm over. Side stretch for a breath. Lower the hands down, Ardha Hanuman, face the front of the mat again. Low lunge as you bend the right knee. Press back to down dog and either hold or flow through. Inhaling, lift the right leg, bend the knee, open the hip, head down. Exhaling, level the hips, low lunge, step through. Step all the way up to the front and fold over the legs. Relax the head down, returning the feet together, toes and heels touch. Utkatasana, bend the knees, lift the arms. Prayer to the heart, keep sitting deep and shift the right leg, right ankle up above the left knee, standing figure 4. Feel free to sit a little deeper if you like. One more breath. High lunge, chest up, right leg back, lift the arms, separate the hands. And now the left arm sweeps back, hand to the right thigh, right arm lifted up and over for the side stretch, one breath. Return the left arm back up overhead, warrior 2, reach out, one breath. Reverse warrior, sweep the left arm over, hands to the inside of the left foot, Skandasana, take it to the right, side lunge, one breath. Skandasana, side lunge, go to the left, one breath. Center it out, Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged fold, hips up, head down. If you like the shoulder opener, you can interlace fingers behind the back and stretch the arms over. I have my forearms on the mat because it just feels good to hang over the legs. Or any other variation you're working on. Let's take another full breath. We'll meet in the middle with hands on the mat, chest up. Take it to low lunge at the front. Pivot the toes, walk your hands around. Ardha Hanuman, lower the right knee and straighten the left leg. Now take your right hand outside the left leg for a breath. Center it out, both hands inside the left foot, gate pose, go to the right. Left foot flat, sweep up. Left arm out, palm up, right arm, reach it over. Looking to the right, one breath. Lower both hands, Ardha Hanuman, face the front. Low lunge as you bend the left knee. Down dog, step back. Feel free to hold, feel free to flow. From your down dog, lift the left leg, bend the knee, open the hip, head down. Exhale, level the hips, low lunge, step through. Step up all the way to the front of the mat and fold over the legs, head down. Bring both feet back together. We're going to add on just a little bit. Utkatasana, sit deep, arms up. Palms to prayer, standing figure four. Shift your weight to the right leg. Lift the left ankle. Sit deeper if you can for a breath. Warrior three, you can keep the palms to prayer if you like, thumbs at heart center. Unwrap the left leg, reach it back, chest forward, shoulders back for a breath. Revolved half moon, lower the left hand and lift the right. Use a block if you like under the left hand, press up and away from the mat. When you can, look to the right, maybe look up for a breath. Lower the right hand down, step back into high lunge. Lower the left toes down, look forward, lift the arms straight up overhead. Taking the right hand back, hand to the left thigh, lift the left arm up, reach over to the right for a breath. Right arm lifted overhead, warrior two, arms out for a breath. Reverse warrior, sweep the right arm over. Half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana, reach the right arm out. Use a block if you like, lift the left leg and lift the left arm. Take your time, looking down first, get set up. Lift up and away. When you're stable, stay with the breath of course. Shift your gaze left. Maybe peek up and take another full breath. Standing split transition, lower the left hand, head down, both hands inside the right foot. We're gonna Skandasana to the left, left toes down, bend the left knee, stretch the right leg. Take it back up through center, Skandasana, go to the right. Prasarita Padottanasana, center it out, hips up, head down. Any variation, just one more breath. Meeting in center, hands down, chest up. Low lunge to the front, pivot the toes, walk your hands around. Ardha Hanuman, lower the left knee and straighten the front leg. Take your left hand outside the right leg for the hip stretch. Center it out, both hands inside the right foot. Gate pose, go to the left. Flatten the right foot, slide in. Head up, right arm out, palm up and left arm sweep it over. Lower both hands, Ardha Hanuman to the front. Low lunge, bend the right knee, return to down dog. You can hold it here or flow through. From down dog, lift the right leg, bend the knee, open the hip, head down. You're welcome to hold it here in the standing split. If you'd like to take the half wheel, flip your dog, Ardha Chakrasana. Carefully step the right foot back. Pivot the feet and sweep the right arm over. Nice front body opener, one breath. We meet in down dog split, so the right leg returns up. Step to low lunge, bring your foot through the hands. Step all the way up to the front and fold over the legs. Head down, returning the feet together. Sit deep in chair pose, bend the knees, arms up. Palms to prayer, standing figure 4, right ankle above the left knee. Sit deep if you can for a breath. Warrior 3, you can bring thumbs to heart center, right leg, reach it back, one breath. Revolved half moon, Parvrita Ardha Chandrasana, lower the right hand, lift the left. Lift up and away from the mat. Keep the right leg lifting. Reach your left fingertips high, and when you can, turn your gaze left, maybe up at the fingertips, one more breath. Good. High lunge. Lower the left hand, right toes touch down, look forward, press through, come up. Nice and easy, get settled. Now the left arm reaches back, your left hand to the right thigh. The right arm lifts up and over for the side stretch. Return the left arm overhead, warrior 2. Reach out for a breath. Reverse warrior, left arm, reach it over. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, lift the left arm out in front. Use a block if you like under the left hand, lift the right leg, right arm up. Take your time, get set up. Your left toe should be pointing to the front of the mat. Lift the right arm high, find some lightness, some levity. Use the breath, and when you can, shift your gaze right, maybe look up at your fingertips and take another deep breath. Standing split transition, right hand down, forehead to the front leg. Walk your hands inside the left foot, Skandasana to the right. Bend the right knee, stretch the left leg, one breath. Let's go to the left. Pop up through center, bend the left knee, stretch the right leg, one breath. Prasarita Padottanasana, come up. Parallel the feet, keep the legs strong and fold over the legs. Again, any variation you choose. One more breath. We meet with hands on the mat, chest up, low lunge to the front, pivot. Walk the hands around, Ardha Hanuman, lower the right knee and stretch the left leg. Take the right hand outside the left leg. Come back to center now, both hands inside the left foot. Gate pose, go to the right. Left foot flat, sweep the fingertips in, come up. Left arm out, reach the right arm over. Side stretch for a breath. Lower both hands to the mat, Ardha Hanuman, face the front. Low lunge, bend up at the left knee. Down dog, press back. Hold it here or flow through. One more breath. Lifting up the left leg, bend the knee, open the hip, head down. Feel free to keep it right here or take the flip. Ardha Chakrasana, flipping the dog. Carefully step the left foot back and pivot. Left arm over, front body opener. One more breath. Return to down dog split. Sweep the left arm up, left leg up, hello. Low lunge, step through the hands. Step all the way forward to the front and fold over the legs. This time we're stepping the feet hip width distance apart. Padangusthasana, grab onto big toes in yogi toe lock, lift the chest with the inhale. Exhale, head down, elbows out. Enjoying this nice little breather in the forward fold. Feel free to modify in ragdoll if you prefer. One more breath. Inhaling, lift the chest. Exhaling, let go of the toes. Stepping your left foot back in low lunge. Turn the back heel at a 45-degree angle, Parsvottanasana, straighten the front leg, and round. Let's just hold here for another full breath. Come into low lunge as you bend the right knee. Transition into pigeon, bring the right knee through. Left leg back, sit tall. Of course, modify as it makes sense for you if you need. Otherwise, if you're good to go, use props if it feels good, and walk the hands out, relax the head down. As an option, if you prefer something a little bit more of a heart opener, less restorative, the option is to lift the head up, bend the left knee, and take your left hand to the inside of the left foot. Yeah. King pigeon. Chest up, heart forward. You can keep the right hand down for balance or float the right arm up. Wherever you are, one more breath. And lower the right hand, release the left foot. Janu Shirshasana, roll to the outer right hip, sweep the left leg around. Foot against the inner left thigh, sit tall, then slide the hands out over the left leg and reach for your left foot. Use a strap or belt if you need, or just let your hands rest on the shin. One more breath. Walk the hands in, head up. We'll come up, bending at the knees, crossing at the ankles. Let's take it back to a very brief down dog. Hips up and back. Just shake it off a little bit. Lifting up the left leg and step to low lunge with your foot through the hands. Turn the right heel at a 45-degree angle, Parsvottanasana. Forehead toward the left shin. Let's give it another full breath. Try to level the hips if you can. Low lunge as you bend the left knee. Transition into pigeon, bring the left knee through. Right leg back, sit tall. Again, modify on the back if that makes sense for you. If you're otherwise good to go, the hips are level. You can slide the hands out, lower your forehead down. And if you tried it on the first side, if you want to go for the king pigeon variation, walk the hands in, head up, and reach for your right foot. Take the right hand inside the right foot. You can keep the left hand down for balance or float the left arm up. If you kick back into your right hand, that's how you're able to leverage your weight a little bit and balance out. Plus, of course, finding your drishti past the nose and keeping the breath moving. One more time. Let's release out. Roll to the outer left hip, Janu Shirshasana. Sweep the right leg around front and bring the left foot to the inner right thigh. Sit tall, kind of squaring yourself over the right leg. Slide the arms out, reach for the foot. Shoulders back, lengthen. Use props if you need, and take another full breath. Coming out nice and easy, walk the hands in, return upright. We'll bend up at the knees, roll down onto your back. Now, option one, as we work our way closer into Shavasana, you can Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees out, hands on the legs or on the belly. You can always put blocks, props. I couldn't decide whether I wanted to say props or blocks. Put props under your knees if the hips need a little extra support here, that's fine. Otherwise, if you're going upside down, take your inversion. I'm going to be doing shoulder stand today, Sarvangasana. Modifications always welcome, right? Take your time, breathe. And if you're doing shoulder stand like I am, keep your gaze only up at your feet. And maybe if you've gone into your shoulder stand, maybe take Halasana plow pose if you like. And give yourself another full breath wherever you are. If you're upside down, lower out. Take your counter stretch. I'm going to use a prop for my fish pose because it just feels so good. But you do you. You can use a prop or not for your Matsyasana, or even roll onto your belly for Cobra. And if you're in Supta Baddha Konasana, you can fold the knees back in together. Hug the knees in, windshield wiper the knees. And start to release out again. Let's all return onto our backs. Hug the knees in, maybe grab a little happy baby pose if that feels good. And when you're ready, settle into Shavasana, extending out the legs. You can cover yourself with a blanket or roll up a blanket behind the knees. Turn the palms up and close your eyes. Letting go of any Ujjayi breath. Just settling back into a few moments of light stillness, right? Feeling nice and light, having worked out all the things on the mat. Just let yourself have this time to restore and recover before returning to your day. If you have the time to stay longer, feel free to do so. Otherwise, I will leave you here. Thank you again for sharing your practice with me today. Until we meet again on the mat, namaste.